Season's greetings, listeners. I'm Ray Universe and White and Nudie. And I think it's about due time I get back into the seasonal reviews. I'm sorry that I went off on a tangent and mostly talked about my top 10s, but I am back for the seasonal review, baby. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, how about something that is unique, adorable, and probably something only a few people have seen back in the day when it was actually on Cartoon Network. We're going to go talking about the Other Reindeer. Wait, who? Yes, Matt Groening and his company premiered with the Other Reindeer back in the year, I believe, the great 2000, back during Y2K. The series is about an adorable little dog, I don't know what type of dog that she is, named Olive, who believes that she is chosen for a special reason, to help Santa Claus deliver Christmas to everybody in the world. But can a little tiny reindeer bring the Christmas joy and the Christmas season to everybody at home, including her owner Tim, that she absolutely loves and cares for? This special also had Drew Barrymore, who was an executive producer on this special. Whether or not Drew Barrymore was a fan of the book that this is based on, I have no idea. But it also had some other notable voice actors, such as Dan Castellaneta from The Simpsons, Ed Asner as Santa Claus, Joe Pantoliano, and various other special voice actors. So, does this 45-minute special hold up still to this day, or does it fade into obscurity because a lot of people probably haven't heard of this Christmas special? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Let's go flying with the Other Reindeer and see if this Christmas special still holds up all these years later. We begin in the town, I suppose, and we see a little doggy friend, Olive, about ready to sing about her favorite time of year.
Thanksgiving comes around in the fall, but I've always loved Christmas, the best of them all.
It's easy to compare Olive kind of like Snoopy or even Garfield. She's a dog, but she doesn't do any dog things, at least hardly. She eventually runs into a shady penguin, no, not the YouTuber Shady Penguin, in the street selling Rolexes and other fake stuff named Martini. I don't get why the penguin's a black market dealer, but neither should you, and we both don't care. But Martini is a wonderful character in this, and in fact, he is the funniest character, voiced by Joe Pantoliano.
Files hidden inside cakes until a stool pigeon, an actual stool pigeon, ratted me out. So stand up for free enterprise. Fight them.
However, a police officer is going to arrest Martini for selling, off-brand or stolen or whatever Rolexes, but Olive protects him in the time. When Olive goes home, her master Tim is waiting for her and asking her if she has done any dog thing today. But Tim is also depressed for one very good reason. Tim here is depressed because Santa isn't coming. He denied that he's not coming this year, so it is in fact a year without a Santa Claus, in fact. While wrapping up Christmas presents, Olive is talking to her pet flea named Fido. Yes, the dog has a pet flea named Fido. So, wait a second. Maybe I'm diving too much into this, and a lot of people are probably going, "This is a children's cartoon. Why are you deep diving into this?" Just trust me. Isn't this a little bit obscure to think that, maybe Olive killed Fido's family, and so she took him in to that way there that she doesn't have to feel bad? I wonder what she tells Fido every single year it's his birthday that his parents aren't there. Does she make up something? Is Fido a superhero flea from a lost world? Does Olive own Fido like a slave? I know I'm deep diving into this, but you gotta give me much more to work with. I don't know how to make this out. I don't know if she owns him like a slave. I don't know if he's a free-willed flea or not. I'm making so much nonsense out of something small, and dear God, I'm doing it. I'm deep diving into a children's cartoon. That's for Christmas. I need help. So hey, what is the news? Why isn't Santa Claus coming to town this year? Well, let's turn on the good old-fashioned news plot convenience radio and find out.
Fox, the world's wildest mistletoe accidents. Recapping our top story. Santa is expected to cancel his traditional Christmas Eve flight. Blitzen the reindeer was injured earlier today during a practice flight and
So, because one reindeer got injured, Blitzen, for those of you unaware, he is calling off of Christmas and he won't use all of the other reindeers. Olive's flea, Fido, mistakes it for Olive the other reindeer and tells her that Santa needs her help, so she should go to the North Pole and offer Santa assistance. So Olive believes her pet flea, for whatever reason, runs away from home, not knowing where the North Pole is, to help a man that she never met. I think Olive needs to go to the vet here, because she's listening to a flea instead of listening to a human. See, I know that this is trying to say the saying that, like, hearing loss, which what I have, or hearing impairment does exist, and that maybe the flea made a hearing mistake, which obviously I do as well. But Olive, my dear, my adorable little doggy, I don't think the flea is right. Maybe you should stay at home with Timmy Tim and just witness that Christmas is gone this year. Troy Winters is already going after Heat Miser and Snow Miser off in the distance, so you don't really need to be too worried about going up again into the universe, and she already went out the door and already is down the street, and she's already talking to the mailman, isn't she? Why the fuck do I bother? Yes, Olive is running down the street where monkeys have nail filers, that will come important later, and she runs into the postman, the villain of this movie, whose name is the postman. The postman is happy because there is no more Christmas, so he doesn't have to worry about delivering all the different goodies and stupid goodies to people all across the world and hurting his back. This postman is so undeniably evilly happy that he won't be delivering Christmas gifts in the mail, like usually postmen do, that he sings about it.
I'm a zombie by Thanksgiving. With 4 weeks torture still to come, this is no way to make a living. Christmas, bug and home.
It's so weird that the villain of this movie is the postman. A post office worker is the villain of this movie. I mean, postal workers are not exactly villains. They're thoughtful people. And of course, yeah, they have one of the hardest jobs ever out there in the world. Mine's not evil. I mean, look, he sent me something. Well, he didn't have to, as a matter of fact. I mean, I didn't need anything this year. I mean, what the hell did he send me anyways? Would he really be an evil bastard? I mean, I don't know why I would need this. I question this, because this was addressed to me. I am not a woman, and I don't even know why in the world I would receive this for a gift. I mean, it's kind of a thoughtful gift, but there is one just small problem with it. Why was a thoughtful gift? It's not even my fucking size! Screw the postman! I'm gonna go hunt this motherfucker down and show him what for. Excuse me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go find that fucking postman and I'm gonna give him hell and what for. So after that happened, Olive is going to the bus station to ride a bus to the North Pole because, as a dog, I suppose she can do that apparently. But while getting tickets, she gets stopped by the postman who accuses her of mail fraud. So she is taken by the postman. So she asks Martini for help, who throws pens. And somehow the pens were enough to cause the postman to fall and drop Olive. So on board the bus, her, Martini, and a bus driver named Richard Sands go to Arctic Junction to have a pit stop and eat a night dinner. After they order their dinner, the postman, in disguise as a waitress, somehow Olive doesn't notice. So, the blatantly obvious postman, because of course it is, tells Olive Santa wants to see her out in the parking lot. So he takes her out into the parking lot, of course. It's revealed to be the postman! No! You don't say! Who would ever think it was the postman? So the postman steals Olive. The hope for Christmas is gone. But nothing to fear. Olive spots the letters that he had been writing and sending to Santa Claus. But Olive spots another gift in the back that's addressed to her. And unfortunately for her, this gift will be the greatest gift ever to help her get out of a sticky situation from the back of a truck. Nah, that'd be cool. Instead, she gets the metal file that the monkeys were using at the zoo from earlier, so she takes it and makes her debut escape out from the postman. Olive eventually makes it back to Martini and Richard, but unfortunately they are lost and still don't know how to reach Santa in time before Christmas, but Richard tells them to go to a bar. The Top of the World bar, in case of some of you that don't know, as they walk inside to see this holly jolly abomination that's going on in the world of today. So, of course, as you'd expect, Olive ends up getting bullied by, well, I don't know what, but she ends up getting bullied by all the bar patron members. But Olive is brave enough to tell them off and tell them to stop their bullying and stop all their nonsense and to let her go freely to go and see Santa. This eventually worked, as they all apologize for what happened to both her and Martini, and he even offers her a ride with St. John or something. He takes her in the Polar Express, which is also designed like Fred Astaire's vehicle from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Nice little nod and cute little Easter egg too. So Olive makes it to Santa. She's finally done it. She's going to save Christmas. But unfortunately, it's not as easy as the little doggy thinks it will be.
I'm filling in for Blitzet.
I can't let you in.
But I have to.
No.
Isn't there someone who I could talk?
No.
Don't you even care?
Let me think. No.
This elf had to be either so angry with Santa or so pissed off of him or something that he did, just to sit right there and keep telling a cute little doggy, no, no, no. Anyways, we get to see Santa Claus, who is reading his letters that he got from the postman. But unfortunately for Santa, he's too kind of dumb to realize that they're from the same person and in fact have the same handwriting. But of course, Olive comes in and tells Santa the mistake. It is not children that is writing these letters because Santa Claus is awesome. It is an evil postman who wants to destroy Santa.
I'm quite following you, Olive. You say you're a reindeer, and I asked you to come?
Right. I heard you on the radio.
We always get the crazies on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that elf still remembers the great incident that happened when Santa Claus decided to invite a young boy that became a grown man into the world of the elves, who was played by a quirky young comedian known only as Will Ferrell. If only that elf knew what type of movie that would become and become a holiday cult phenomenon. Yeah, I know. I had to review Elf on this channel during December at some point. Maybe if I get around to owning it, yeah, I will promise you guys that I'll probably review Elf in the future. But after Santa Claus had Olive basically sign up for the job and offer to fly around, unfortunately instead of toys, he had the letters. So the postman once again foiled Santa. Not to worry though, because apparently Olive is part Superman or something, because she flew up close to him pretty damn fast. So with the power of Santa Claus and Olive and all of the other reindeer, they ended up subduing the postman because he wanted to ruin Christmas. It's not Olive or Santa that stops him, it's Martini who activates a jack-in-the-box that scared the postman so much that he knocks his own self out by hitting his head against the window. Anyways, it's still Christmas Eve, so Olive had to hustle butt if she wants to expect to save Santa Claus. So Olive and all of the other reindeer fly throughout the earth to save Christmas. So Olive finally got her wish. She joined Santa Claus, and she saved Christmas, and she proved herself that she's not exactly a dog, but nobody knows what she is. I love it when they go to Tokyo, they see, I would assume, Ultraman and Godzilla. How fucking cool is that to see in a kid's cartoon? So Santa is happy and Olive is happy that they have saved Christmas, including the reindeer who I'm pretty sure did not want to start flying this year, as they fly back to the North Pole to refuel and get their energy brought up. However, despite everything that has happened, and also Santa giving all of his workers free toys and whatnot, Olive is yet grateful, but she misses her Tim. So Olive goes back home to Tim, who apologizes for being mean to her because he was upset at Santa Claus and not Olive the other reindeer. So in fact, they make up for what happened. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if I was Olive, my reaction to Tim being upset with me over something stupid and out of my control would have been this. So, is it still, so of all the other reindeer, still a Christmas classic? Yeah. Without even questioning it, All of the Other Reindeer is without a doubt one of the cutest and most unique Christmas specials out there. It does have its charm, and unfortunately, that maybe it might be overshadowed by a bunch of other famous Christmas specials that were made basically during the same time and even before then, but still All of the Other Reindeer is one of the most classic. It's even on YouTube that you can watch for free, so I recommend checking it out on YouTube even if you're curious and your kids might be interested in it. It has a great voice cast, the animation, while it looks weird, it's still passable, and especially getting the legendary Ed Asner in it is always a good thing. Next time, though, I think that we'll be checking out a Christmas Carol adaptation, but not just any Christmas Carol adaptation. No, in case people are thinking Patrick Stewart, no. Alistair Sim, no. The Muppets, I really want to review that someday on the channel. Nope. We're instead gonna go with a old school cartoon classic. So come back next time as I'll be talking about Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.